Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. In today's tutorial we are going to design food sellers flyer in Photoshop. So let's start our work. So we go to file, pick new, or you can simply use the Ctrl+N to create your workspace. So you go to international paper, and the size of our work for today is going to be A3. So you pick A3. Then let's reduce the resolution to 90 of the resolution, and then let's change our color mode also to CMYK color, and you hit on OK. Well, that is the background for us. So now the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to fit the paper size onto the page. So I'll go to zoom tool, and then I will click on fit screen, or you can simply hold down Ctrl+O to fit your paper size onto the screen. Now the next thing we'll do is let's set a guide for our project. So let's bring the first guide at this very point, and then let's ensure the next one is also at the top here, and then let's bring another one also to the bottom over here. Okay, then let me bring another one also to the down part here, something like this. Then let me bring another one also over here. Okay, then the next ones that I'll do is let me bring one also to the edge over here, and let me also set this one also over here. Then let me bring to the center part, one should be at the top, and then let me set the second one to over here. Then let me bring the next one to this place, and then the last one close to this, like this. I think let me move this to this place a little. You move it to this place. Okay, then let me close these ones to a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to pick our pen tool. You pick your pen tool over here, and then you start from this end like this, and then click on this place, and then drag it in like this. Alright, then after you drag it in like that, let's hold down Alt on our keyboard and drag the arm in. Then let's come to this place like this and click on that. So let's open this to this edge. Now let's hold our Alt again and break the arm again. Now send it to this place and send it to this place, and join it from where we start from, so you get something like this. So the next thing we are going to do is we'll open our color tunnel, and then we'll change the color from that color. So let me go and pick the color code. So this is the color code F00049. That's our color code. Then let me paste that over here, paste it over here, and hit on OK. So as you hit on OK, this is what will happen. So let me rotate this so that I'll get something perfect in this form. Okay, so let me go to edit, transform, warp, so that I can adjust this place a little bit. Okay, make sure this place to enter, send this place in a little bit. Okay, then hit on OK. Then let me bring it out to the line, our guide. Alright, so that is what we want to do. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to duplicate this very shape. So right click on that and duplicate the layer, or simply use Ctrl+J to duplicate that. Now let me bring the duplicated one, and then let me rotate that like this. Let me rotate it. Okay, then let me send it in. Okay, something like this. Then the next thing is I'll right click on this, create a blending, option, then let me go to color overlay and change that color to a nice color. So let me change it to more appealing color. So I'll change it to something in this form, then I'll hit on OK. So let me bring this shape, the duplicated one, beneath the first one. Alright, so we'll get something like this. Now let me position this very well, like this, something like this. So let me bring it out a little. Alright, so the next thing is I'll select this, and then I'll select the background like this, pick my rectangle tool, and then I will draw, or I will make a shape that will be beneath all of them. So I will choose this color, but let me go and make it a bit dark. Okay, so I'll hit on OK. Alright, so after I hit on OK on my keyboard, I will then go back and pick the rounded rectangle tool again, and then I will make a shape like this, a rounded a rectangle over here. Then let me bring it, okay, should be here. Then let me change the color, this rectangle to this color. Click on OK. So let me rasterize this, right click on that to rasterize this layer, then go back, ensure that none of the shape over there is selected, because we are going to make good use of the shift and then the control key. So pick your ellipse tool like this, and then draw an ellipse. That will be an ellipse. Draw an ellipse nicely. Okay, so let me position this. Alright, so the next thing I want us to do is we are going to cut off the place where the ellipse has covered. So we are going to cut off this entire shape of the rectangle. So we are going to hold down Control key on your keyboard, and then bring your cursor to the tip of the ellipse here and double click on that. And then after you double click, you see a selection being made around the ellipse. Now select the shape over here. Now select the shape, select the shape over here. Let me bring it close to the ellipse. So you select it now and hit on delete on your keyboard. Now let's go back and delete the ellipse. So let me delete the ellipse so that we'll see what happens over there. So Ctrl D to deselect the selection, so you can see that there is a selection being made at this place. Alright, so our next thing we are going to do is we are going to go to our file, then we'll bring in this. Now let me open it. Hold your Shift and Alt and open it up. Open it up. Yeah, open it up like this. So the next thing is let's go to our blending option. Put that on soft light. So as we put that on soft light, let's go and give it a little filter. Go to filter, or you can just go to filter, big Gaussian blend, and then let's blend that a little. So then you reduce it to 4.8 and hit on OK. Alright, so that is it. Then the next thing we are going to do is let's go back and pick our ellipse tool. As you pick your ellipse tool, hold down your Shift key and drag that to make a nice ellipse like this. Now bring the ellipse to inside. Now let's close it up a little. Let's close it up a little to fit our guide. So bring it in like this. Let's bring it up to the next guide. Now let's close this up a little bit again, and then we bring it up a little bit. Okay, so hit on this on your keyboard. Now let me position the guide very well this time. So let me position it. So take your time to position it. Take your time to position the guide. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do over here is that I am going to change the color of this ellipse. to go to blending options, and then I will ensure my next the color I will choose. So I'll go to color overlay and pick this color, then hit on OK. Okay, let me give it a little drop. Let me drop a shadow. Then I will go to my shape, my contour, select this contour and select. You can play around it, and the one that is good for you, you pick. Now let me change this one to 4. Let me change this place also to 4, and let me change this place also to 2. Let me hit on. Then let me reduce this place to 66 and hit on. Now let's add our stroke. So let me add my stroke to that. So let me change here to gradient. So let me change the color. So this time the gradient I'm going to use, so I'll choose this one first, hit on OK. Then I'll come and choose this one too, and then I'll hit on OK on my keyboard, and then hit on OK again. Alright, so that is it. So now let's go back, pick our pen tool. So as we pick the pen tool, you make a selection over here and make the next selection at this place. Then you draw a shape. Now let's hold Alt and drag that in. Let's bring it to this place over here, and now let's join it over here finally. So the next thing we are going to do is, for us to differentiate between this and then the original work, let's go and change the color to, let me pick this color so that I can see properly. So what will happen is, I am going to duplicate this. So I'll right click on this, duplicate the layer, hit on OK, and then I'll drag it. Hold Shift on your keyboard before dragging, so that it will be in alignment with the first one. Now go to Edit, and you go to Flip Horizontal. Now hold Shift again, move it, and hold Shift and drag this over here. Alright, now the next thing is we are going to duplicate that again. Ctrl J to duplicate that. Now bring it to the down, hold Shift key down. Okay, now let's go back to Edit and then Flip Vertical, and then drag that down. So drag it down, something like this. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to duplicate this again. Then we go to this place, hold Shift key before dragging it, go to Edit and create Flip Horizontal. Okay, so as this is being done for us, the next thing we will do is we are going to position them nicely this time. So select all of them. Now let's position them neatly. Let's position them neatly like this. Okay, so after we finish positioning them, let's close this very one. Let's close this one a bit, and then we will position it neatly inside like this. Okay, then let me close the opposite one, this one also. Let me close that one too a bit, something like this. And then let me bring this in here, and then the next thing we will do is that I want to close this ellipse also a little bit. So let me close it a bit. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is that we will start. So let me go and bring my first image, and that is this. Bring it. So let's use your up arrow key to move that up. So let me move it. So now hold Shift key and drag it to this end, and drag it also to this end. Now let me move this up. The next thing is I'll right click on this, create clipping mask. From there I'll put this on soft light. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to bring in our food. So the first food I want to put there is this one. Then I'll click on place, then I'll bring it to this place. From there I'll click on create clipping mask. Then I would position this neatly. I'll resize it well, and then resize it also resize it well like this. From there I will select this one as well, and then go back, pick my food. So let me bring this one in, and let me rotate it like this, and then come and right click on that, create clipping mask, and let me reduce the size a bit. Okay, then I will come to this place as well, go to place, and then pick this very food, bring it in, and then I'll create clipping mask. Then I will position this one too, and I'll hit on OK. Then I'll come here as well, place in my last food that I have in stock over there. Okay, now right click on that and create clipping mask. Okay, all right, so the next thing we are going to do over here is that we are going to add a stroke to the shape that we've drawn. So we'll go to stroke, and then we'll change the stroke color to a nicer color. Let's pick this one. Let me increase the size to 10. I think this is not showing now, so let me go and change it to pick a stroke here. So let me pick, okay, hit on OK. Let me reduce this a bit. Okay, so it should be like that. All right, so let me go down Alt and pick the FX over here. Hold down Alt on your keyboard and drag the FX to the next one. Hold down Alt on your keyboard to drag the FX to the next one, and then hold down Alt again and drag it to the next shape like this. Now we are going to the pictures now. Then first I want us to add a little level, so Ctrl L to add a level to that. You can hit Ctrl L on your keyboard, or you come here, then you select the option that you want. Okay, so let me come here and pick my levels. Okay, then let me close this place, and then okay, then let me close it. Then let me come to the next one as well. Come here, pick your levels, and then let me add a little level to that one too. Then move this one also. Okay, then let me close it. Let me do for the next one. You come here, pick your levels, and close this place, and then let me increase the size a little bit. Let me bring this one in, and finally bring this one in a little. Okay, then let's do for the last one. Okay, so level, and increase this one, bring this one in a little, and also bring this one. All right, then you close over here, close there, Then the next thing we are going to look out for is we are going to then start adding our text to what we are doing now. So let's see what we are doing so far. So let me take the guide off, Ctrl H to take the guide off, and then Ctrl H to bring it back again. All right, so I think this looks perfect. It looks perfect. So what we are going to do next is that we are going to start adding our text. So let me go to my text tool and then open. So my text tool is initializing, so let's wait for it. All right, so it has finished. So let me come to the character over here, open the character. So we open the character, sorry for the delay. Then I'll click over here. Okay, go to my type tool and copy paste great over here, copy that. Now let me paste that over here, and then let me open it up. Like this, and then position that neatly at the center over there. But I want to change that font to more preferable font, so let me take a look at Reway first. Let me put it on heavy and see. All right, so I think that looks great. It looks great over there. So let me open it up a bit. Okay, and let me bring it down a little bit again. We bring it down again. All right, then let me center that properly. Okay, Ctrl D to deselect. Now let me select all of these. And name them background. Let me select Ctrl G to group that and name that background. All right. So let me right click on this, go to blending options, and then go to gradient overlay, and then open the color channel. Let me pick this very color from here, and pick that, and then come to this place, pick this color, and let me reduce it to the black type. Okay, and hit on OK, and also hit on OK again. So the next thing we'll do is that I am going to give a stroke to that, but I'll change the stroke to something like this, and then the gradient, I want to change the gradient. I want to revise the gradient to something like this. Tastes great. Okay, so let's go back to the gradient, the stroke, and let's change the stroke to gradient. And then what will happen is that I'm going to set, let's go back. Okay, so I'm going to change the stroke, and I'll put the stroke, this one like this. Let me and hit on OK, and then this one I'm going to pick this color. So let me see if this color will be appropriate. No, and that doesn't work. This too doesn't work. So okay, so let me go back and pick the bright ones. Okay, so something like this. Hit on OK, and then let me put the angle on. Let me put it on angle and see. No, let me put it on radial. All right, so I think that will look great over there. The next thing we'll do is that I'll drop a little shadow for those two things. Then let me increase the size and also increase the size over here. And then the next thing I'll do is I'm going to give it a bevel and emboss as well. So I'll give it bevel and emboss, and then I'll change this from top to down. So I'll get something like this. Now let me change this place to something like this. So it is great. Then I'll hit on OK. Then from there I'll duplicate this, Ctrl J to duplicate that, Ctrl J to duplicate again. All right, so that is it. Then the next thing I am going to do is that I am going to pick my type tool again, and then I would go and copy restaurants, copy that and paste that over here. Now this time around we are going to change the font from Railway to my favorite font called Company. Now let me open that up a little. Let me open it up to something like this. Then I'll position that neatly beneath that. Okay, then let me reduce the size a little bit. Let me reduce the size a little bit to something like this. Okay, so let me quickly go and do few adjustments to this. So let me drop the shadow for this and then increase this, and let me put this on 90 degrees. Okay, then I'll hit on okay. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. But if you are old to the channel, thank you for being on the channel. So the next thing we are going to do over here is that we are going to pick our type tool again, and then we are going to put in the various things that are supposed to be on the flyer. So let's go back and pick the next one is for the services. So the services, you pick the services, copy that, and then paste that over here. Okay, then let's open this up a bit. Open it up, open it. Okay, then let me position this. Let me bring it to the top. Okay, now I am going to pick my okay, so let me quickly select this. Ctrl G to group that and name that name of company. Then let me go and pick my line tool, and then let me hold your shift key down and draw a perfect line like this to cross a little. Now let me increase the height to 5 and then bring it down at the center like this. Now let me ensure the shape is beneath the services. Then let me rasterize the services, add layer mask to that. Take your brush tool and clean these portions off. Okay, so you get something like this. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to pick our type tool again, and then let's go and copy the service, and that is fried rice. And paste that over here. Paste that over there. Let's increase the size a little. Okay, so let's bring it to this place. But we are going to change the font to Poppins. We're going to change the font to Poppins, and this we are going to put the size to bold, something like. Okay, so let's change it from bold to semi-bold. Okay, I think this looks great over here. Now let's bring it up a little. Then let's duplicate that. Hit on your type tool. Go back and copy the next service that they offer. Copy that. Paste that over here. Hit on your type tool again and copy Wachi. And paste that over here, something like this. Then select all of this. Let me reduce the size a bit. Okay, so let me move this to the beneath this place. Okay, and then let me select this again and move these ones to over here. Okay, so let me open these ones up a little. Ctrl J to duplicate that and bring it to the down. Now let's go back and copy the next one, plantain, paste that over here, duplicate that again, and then move it down. Hit on T on your keyboard and come and copy drinks, and then paste that over here. Now bring it to this place, ensure it is in alignment. Okay, so guys, that is it for us over there. Now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to bring in the location of the company. Sorry, let me copy that at once. Copy that, and then the location, we are going to adjust the location at this place. So let me pick my type tool again and then type in here, paste that over here, and then let me open this up. Let me open this up. Sorry, let me go and copy. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that is this down. Copy that and paste it over here. Okay, then the next thing is, please reduce the size so that it will fit at that place. Okay, so let me reduce the size like this. Okay, then I'll go to my file place and pick the location icon and resize it using Shift and Alt. Bring it. Let me bring this down over here and let me position it neatly here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I am going to go back to my type tool and copy the working hours. Copy the working hours. Take your type tool again, paste that over here. Now let me resize this again. Let me resize this. Okay, and bring it to this place. Close it down a little. Okay, now let me duplicate that and bring it to the down. Copy your type tool, select your type tool, go and copy Monday to Saturday, paste that over here. Okay, something like this. Now let me position this well. Let me select the two and then let me position them. Okay, so what will happen next is that I am going to change the color for Monday to Saturday to something nice this time round. Okay, I think this brighten color is okay. But let me add a little stroke around that, so I'll add a white stroke around that. Let me bring it to something dark a little. Okay, then I'll reduce the size to 3 and hit on OK. Now the next thing is the social media handles. There are social media handles, so let me select this and group it. Ctrl G to group, and we'll say working hours, and then select this. Ctrl G to group this one, location, and then let me come to this place, select all of these, Ctrl G, and name it services. Now let me move the services to this end a little bit. Okay, move it to this end a little bit, something like this. And then we also move the working hours to somewhere like this. I think this is very good. So the next thing is I'll go and copy the contact details. All right, so let me copy. First thing first, so let's use the email first. So let me copy the email, copy that, and then let's paste that over here. Let's open this up a little. Okay, let's bring it to this place. Let me open it up again. Okay, I'll bring it to this place. Remove it. Okay, so let me duplicate that, bring it down, something like this. Again, hit on your text tool and select that. Now let's go and copy this one, copy that, and then finally paste that one too over here. So let's change the color. Sorry, let's go and change the font from Reway to say my usual font, and that is a Company. Let me change it from this font, and then let me change this one also to Company. Now let me go back to the shape tools, go to custom shape tool, and then let me pick my email logo from there. So this is the email logo, so let me pick that and then make a shape like this over here. Let me move it to this place like this. Okay, and then the next thing is I'm going to go to file, place, and pick Facebook logo from there, and then let me then open this up a little bit and then move it. And then move it to the down over here like this. Now let me resize that a little bit. Resize that. Put your shift key down and resize that. Okay, so I think that is cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the contact detail. So this is the contact detail. Copy that, pick your title, paste that as well over here, and this time change the font to Opens and put that on bold. Now let me resize that. Okay, and then bring that over here a little. Let me move it to the top right here. Okay, then let me go to my file, place, and then let me pick the call logo from here. Let me change the color for the call logo. Let me change the color for the call logo. Go to blending option and then come to color overlay, and let me change the color to white. Reduce the size. Let me reduce the size a little bit. Alright, so guys, that is our design for us. That is the design for us. Let me know in the comment section if this design was helpful to you. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and also comment on the page as well. See you in my next video. Bye bye.